Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ice and Beat podcast. You're here with us for season 2. Beep, 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 beep. We were making noises before this, and now for whatever reason we've stopped.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine though.
Pew pew.
Yeah, we're back for season 2. This is great. We took a little bit longer of a break than we had originally intended.
Tell them why.
I'll tell them why later. But we're back now. If you're here with us, thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
Yeah, seriously. We're doing it. Season 2. Here we are. Episode 1.
True that.
Coming at you with a banger.
A banger.
Yep.
Yeah, B-A-N-G-E. How's the week been, guys?
Man, it's been a couple of weeks now.
It's been... Yeah, it's been... They'll never find us.
And even... What was the... When did we last record? How long has it been?
It's at least
3
been
weeks?
3.5 weeks, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've even actually done much, to be honest.
I've done a lot and a little at the same time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Just been working, you know?
Just working.
It's
Just been the grind.
Yep. My dish went out live, and then
How did that go?
really great.
Bow inspired, right?
Yes. Yeah, it is now off the menu because we sold through all of it and going into different rotations of new stuff.
Oh, big Sag.
Ah,
I wanted to come and get it, but my brain
it's
was
like-
dying.
that's fair.
So
That's totally fair. But yeah, did the work thing. Haven't really done anything else. Haven't been anywheres. Didn't go do trips to anything. Yeah. Yeah, just been grinding away.
low key.
That's my big
GG.
update.
Easy. Yeah, well. What did you do?
Well,
Colton's a silver fox now that you can see his hair. It's very shiny and shimmery.
we both have significantly. No, my stories are pretty short. You should start with your story because I think that's the biggest one that's going to be told. So just
Okay.
You just go hard with it.
Fine. Well, we wrapped up season 1, and then I immediately proceeded to
pause. This is a boomer story.
No,
And
it isn't.
Put in the comment section if the story that you hear in the next, 5 minutes or so is just the most boomer thing you've ever heard in your entire life. All right, go for it. Go for it. Don't even preface it. Just go. Just tell them.
You have to hit the resume button.
Tell them what. Resume.
Before season 1, just after season 1 finished, I was playing a round of disc golf Sunday morning, and I was running on the course, which is in the woods, and I tripped, and I fell forward face first and hit my head on a stump. And these are the kinds of friends I have. That when you tell them about probably one of the top 5 traumas in your life, probably for a few minutes, fully unconscious for maybe 30 seconds a minute, wake up, barely have any faculties, struggle to recover for 2 weeks, and then this is what you get. Just for the record, just have a look right over here. Look at these guys. See this? This is what you get when you hit your head and you go unconscious. Boomer my ass.
So just to lay out what he just said, just to sum it up really quick, he was throwing.
I was doing what?
He
Guys?
was playing disc golf.
What is wrong with disc
He was
golf?
playing disc golf.
One of the
which
most
is fine.
what? Say it. Say.
I would
say
say
less.
least physically active sports in the world.
It's actually
and then
incredibly difficult to play disc golf. Come out and play. Oh no, you won't because you're a puss. Oh yeah, I'm just challenging. You.
Anyways, he was sprinting through the woods and hyperextended his knee and fell and hit his head on a giant tree root. So that's the sum of the story. I'm just saying.
I mean, it was a.
If I felt and got a concussion in that exact same manner, if you didn't laugh at me, I'd be concerned. It's pretty funny.
It's just that it was disc golf.
It's if somebody in the woods was hiking, which is effectively the same thing that I was doing.
Yeah, except
fell and hit their head.
Except they're not looking for a frisbee.
I wasn't looking for a frisbee.
I
had
the
the frisbee. I had the frisbee in my hand.
Why did you go in the woods?
Because I left a frisbee at hole 9. Had to run back and get it. Got there, got the frisbee, had it in my hand. Was running back to the 10th hole.
Yeah.
Got the hiccups out of nowhere. Tripped, for those of you who know Hammond's Plains disc golf, there's like a little hill that goes up into the woods, and I tripped at the top of the hill and fell. I hit the.
Okay, I had to laugh at that because I was like, we have like 6 fans, and none of them play disc golf. I would bet money on.
I actually have a tenner. Actually, I have a tenner on me right now that says I can get one of our fans somewhere in here, a tenner that says I got myself a Desmond. Okay.
Now, if I wasn't broke, I would say text them right now, and if by the end of the show they respond, I will give you $10, but I don't have $10.
So here's the thing. All I'm saying is I was in the woods. I tripped. I fell. I hit my head severely. I was unconscious. It hurt.
Oh, yeah,
listen,
no, at the
listen.
moment, I didn't think it was
I was
funny at all.
concerned about you in the moment, but after all is said and done, I would laugh at myself in this situation.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean,
I'm going to
100%.
laugh anyways.
Like, I'm still having memory issues. Like, my goal at Best Buy was to buy the cord and was to buy batteries
You'll
for
be
this.
fine.
I will be fine, but I'm
Yeah.
still, like,
Yeah.
very forgetful. So it's
Yeah.
still a very serious thing. And here these guys are just laughing away at me, which is really, really great. It's really fine.
I don't feel bad. I'm not going to feel bad right now.
I don't feel that bad, no.
Wow. Okay.
If I fall
So anyway.
playing disc golf, please laugh at me. Anyways, my week.
Yeah.
3 weeks. Last 3 weeks. Let's see. Notable things. I never sleep. I got my nose pierced, and I dunked on someone in a basketball game for the first time since high school. There you go. That's the update.
Oh, I got a tattoo.
Oh,
You
nice.
got a tattoo?
Yeah.
Nice.
You did?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, sick. What is it?
It's a whale shark. It's on my...
Oh, it's the Phantom Yeah.
Yeah, on my
I
calf.
saw it. I did.
Take your pants off.
I'm not going to do that.
Let's get some
That's
full
lame.
pants off.
If you show your thigh tattoo, I'll show my thigh tattoo.
Wow. Nope. Okay. Well, listen, I don't know. Other than that, like, that's consumed the majority of my existence. But we did just get back from the cottage.
Oh, nice.
We had some friends up for the weekend for Friday night and Saturday night, and then they went home on Sunday, and we came back on Monday. So it was a nice vacation to
Solid.
try and shake some of the cobwebs out of my brain, which was much needed. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good time. I just relaxed basically. I didn't like plug into any like work stuff or anything like that over the weekend because I really just needed to relax
Chill.
the brain. Yeah.
Yep.
It was pretty brutal. What, dude?
Oh, you gotta.
What are you laughing at me for?
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it was a good time.
I just laughed really hard at you for a while, so it's going to take me a second to come down from being in that laughy mood. Sorry.
We played disc golf while we were up there. I've actually played disc golf with some of the fans of the show.
Is
Shout
this the
out
same
Johnny and
cottage
Lori.
that we were at?
Yeah, it's my mother-in-law has and father-in-law have a very beautiful cottage, and
It's
we
true.
get to have a few
It's very
weekends,
true.
and that's really nice. And
Good time of
gracious
year
of
to be
them.
out there.
Yeah, it was just warm enough both nights that we could have a fire.
This past weekend?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
It won't
Yep.
be. It won't be warm enough to do fire from now on, I don't think, because it's right on the water. So the wind is very significant. But
Yeah.
Do you want me to... Can I tell my dunk story real quick?
Sure.
All right. So I was down at the local court playing ball the other day,
Well, yeah.
and one of the better players that go there came up, and he was like, "Hey, I rented a gym for the whole winter. Do you guys want to join the league?" And it was me and my friend Wendell
Oh, sick.
down there, and we were like, "Yeah," because we had nowhere to play during the winter or whatever. So that's awesome. And it's just like a little gym, but it's it'll do.
Hey, look.
It's better than nothing
It
for
is
sure.
very much better than nothing.
Yeah, but we go there, and there's like the top tier competition guys from like my usual group are there, so it's a pretty good group of guys. But then some of their friends come in, and they're like real good players.
Okay.
But for some reason that night I was just like on my game.
Your A-ist of games.
Yeah, like I was probably the best player there at the moment, which was weird to feel. But yeah, I just literally ran down the court and like jumped, and there was a 6'6" guy there, like tallest guy there, but I was the second tallest guy there, weirdly enough, and we were against each other, so we were guarding each other, which sucked. But
Yeah.
He blocked me a few times, and then I just ran down the court and ran straight at him, and I like went for a layup, and I was like, oh, the rim is right there. And then I dunked it when he was like, I kind of got past him and went for a layup, and I dunked it. And when I did, he was like on my side. So he ended up kind of under me. So I guess you could say I dunked on him in a sense.
Yeah.
Like a weak
I
dunk on.
I would say it's a dunk.
But like, I haven't even like grabbed rims since like I graduated high school.
Right. Is it the floor of
It's
that particular
definitely
gym
the
that's
floor.
giving you a little extra
Like
loft?
the floor, like floors can be people who haven't played sports in like high school gyms and stuff like that probably haven't experienced this before. But like some floors are super duper like firm, like tough, and then some floors are really springy, and that floor is insane. Like it has to be super springy because I don't jump that high. Not no more. I don't jump that high anymore. So that's fun. That was a good time. It was great, and we destroyed them. We absolutely just cakewalked them.
Just full wreckage.
And I played pretty good, so
That's sick.
it was a good time.
Yeah. I've been like staying up late because it's free agency in League of Legends pro scene right now.
Oh my god, this has been the wildest off season ever.
Ever. I'm
Ever.
like watching and like, dude, Steve from Liquid, you know, Steve, I want to say his name is like Aaron Cheen or Aaron Scene or something like that.
Yes.
Or Ranch, whatever it is.
Yep.
However he pronounced it. Sorry, Steve, if you're listening. I know you're not. But also, if you randomly are, sorry. Here's the thing. He tweeted, like, there's this software that you use to sign legally binding documents over distance.
Yeah.
And he's rumored to be signing Hans Sama, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he tweeted a picture of a screen cap of his document signing in that software being complete. So he either signed Kyoto or Hans Sama.
Oh,
one of
my
his,
God.
because everyone else is local in
Yeah,
LA
yeah.
and is going to come in and sign their contract in person, right?
TL is the super team this year
Dude,
for North America.
oh my God, dude! What I'm scared of is that, like, here's the thing: if Kyoto wasn't involved, I would be pretty worried because what they need now is they have like a team of 5 coaches,
Yeah.
right? A team of 5 shot callers, and it's gross. And what they really need to do is meld well. If they don't, they're just going to shit the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because it's like super crazy expenditures, but at the same time, it's like, hey, if this doesn't work or people start to argue about game state and stuff like that,
absolutely.
it'll devolve really fast if
Yeah,
you're not on the same page.
They'll go from doing incredible things to being like the worst team in the league
Very
quickly.
If they can get out and on their way, like, dude, Whippo, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Subyoga King?
The Burger King.
Oh.
He's back.
Subyoga King? Santorin Jungle?
Could be better, could be worse.
Yeah, I would
But,
like they should have bought out Spica's contract.
Yes.
I don't think TSM would let Spica go though, to be honest, because Andy's a poo poo pee pee.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the Andy drama?
He's an absolute see you next Tuesday.
Oh yeah, full see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Cover that in a minute, but like Santorin and then Hans Sama Core JJ bot lane. It's probably top 3 bot lanes to, I think, exist.
Like my
Maybe
thought process.
top 5 bot lanes to exist.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, having Santorin in the jungle is, like, negligible if everybody else around him can do what they need to. Like, I'm not concerned
And they
about
will.
him. Yeah.
They will get it done. But
If they had a better jungler?
imagine if we had a power mid jungle, right? Like,
be nice.
I mean, Santorin and Jensen rocked it at Worlds.
Yep.
Right? They smurfed. Jensen smurfed a little bit, and I think Santorin helped him. I don't think Santorin smurfed, but
No.
yeah, I would say like that's
up
going to be a banger team. But like, dude, C9's getting Summit.
That's
And
pretty good.
C9 is getting a South Korean import.
Oh, yes.
in the support role.
Yep,
Support
yep,
role. I
yep.
can't think of the name.
No, if only they got rid of Sven and traded him for Reckles.
Dude,
Because
okay,
that
what
would be
what the hell is
nuts.
up with K Corp?
Oh, I have no clue.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
Why is he going to K? If I was reckless, no amount of money could make me play for
Yeah.
K Corp.
I know.
Like, it's cool, dude. Like, do you? But like,
He went the whole
like you could he could stream and just spam solo queue for the whole season, make more money than he would on contract with K Corp.
Yeah.
and then just come back and bid a little bit lower when his contract expired.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's just gross, man. But
All the teams everywhere. Mad Lions is going to be trash this year.
Yeah.
They're not going to make
Nope.
any finals because they got rid of literally every single one of their best
every
players.
single one. So did Dan Wonkia.
Yep.
Did you see that tweet recently?
Yep.
Dan Wonkia let go of top mid ADC.
Well, Khan's going to military service.
Oh,
Yeah, this was
that's-
his last.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
There's no interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They let go of
Khan's pretty good.
Showmaker?
Yep.
Holy crap. That's spicy.
I don't know why you would. I'm interested to see where Showmaker's going though. But big
Wait.
spice. It's
Oh
big
my
spice.
gosh.
Yeah. I can't imagine a world where Damwon Kia isn't in the top 3 in their
Not anymore.
but they're not right now, I wouldn't say. Unless they sign a really like aggressively spicy roster, but who's out there to sign? What are they going to do? Sign Faker?
exactly.
No, he's got friggin' T1 shenanigans going on over there.
Also, Showmaker's better than Faker is now.
For sure.
Faker has the dynasty of being the best player, but Showmaker's a better player now.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Completely, completely agree. The only thing that I would say is like, who are they going to replace their lineup with? Rookie players?
Yeah.
They're going to play the rookie card? Damwon Kia is going to play the rookie card?
No.
Come on.
But also, holy crap, let's go EDG.
Yeah, let's go EDG. Big
They
W. Big
showed
upset.
up.
Yeah. Because honestly, like
That was a
the
wild
thing
series.
about the thing about do you know what gives me hopium? Here, let me tell you.
Hit me with the hopium.
I will. Some NA teams played ball with EDG.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
C9,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Absolutely played ball with EDG.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially where like Cloud9 put like I don't here's the thing. Okay, quick hot take. Perks was a wash.
Happy he's gone.
Happy he's gone.
Completely
Perks was a
fine
wash.
with that, yeah.
He's out of he's way out of sync with life.
Yep.
He's in the decline of his career. What the heck? Why even like it's cool to sign him and like was he undisputedly the best mid laner for that season? Maybe not. Jensen smurfed. So here's the thing. See ya. Let's have some more money for our other contracts,
Yep.
right? Let's make it happen.
Oh, yeah, 100% agree.
But C9 could be playable this year. TSM's going to take a shit kicking. Okay, hot take. Let's get the
I
fuck.
hope they do.
I really hope they do. I hope Andy never wins another championship.
Yep.
I literally, okay, this is petty, but like I was getting TSM because like they're trying to do the Team Liquid merchandise thing, but they're not doing it at the same rate. They're not doing it at the same level,
Yes.
if you will. The problem. So I was on their email list because every once in a while they put up a sale, and
Yeah.
that's how I got the World's jersey that I have from them. from
Oh,
2020.
gotcha.
And when they 0-6'd. But I unsubscribed and they were like, why did you unsubscribe? Prices were bad. This was irrelevant. Other. I clicked other and I said, I will never put another penny in Andy's pocket. Get a new CEO or whatever I said. And then I said, I full sent it. Will they read that? No.
No.
Is Andy going to care? No, because he's a narcissist.
That'll never reach his desk.
no. What if it did?
I would
How
be the
sick-
happiest
How
person.
sick would that be, though?
Yeah.
You got to shoot your shot,
Yep.
right?
He'd be like, cool, I'm rich.
Yeah. Do you know what's happening with the Andy thing?
I don't know anything about any pro league players at all.
So, Andy is the owner of Team Solo Mid. He knows he's TSM. And he is like facing allegations. He always kind of has, and there's like video evidence of him being a jerk to players
Yeah.
that he pays.
Yeah.
Like not just like being a jerk and being a hard coach, but like being berative and like discrimination and all of these kinds of things towards people and telling them like the team can't win because you're absolute garbage and you don't deserve to play and all of this stuff. And he's like made people break down and cry. There are other allegations from other people, but then Double Lift, you know what Double Lift is, comes out and like in the middle of his stream full on accuses Andy of everything. And there's just been this gigantic showdown
Do they work
online ever
together?
since. Yeah.
Well,
Andy pays Double Lift right now. Double Lift is a TSM streamer, and Double Lift was on TSM for what, like a combined total 5 or 6 seasons.
Yep.
Like he was smurfing, and then he went to CLG, and then got picked up by Liquid, and then came back to TSM. And that's so Double Lift has been involved with TSM for a very long time. But yeah, anyway, so Double Lift came out and was just like, hey, this dude's crap, and it's like actually true, like it's factually true, and like all of the others, there are a couple of other owners who are like coming out to defend Andy, and he's just passionate. No, sorry, buddy. Passion doesn't excuse you from being an absolute dick to people that work for you. Why did Bjergsen leave? That's the hard question that I want to ask here.
Yep.
Sorry, this isn't Hotline League, everybody, but listen, why did Bjergsen leave? He had stocks in a $400 million gaming enterprise.
Yep.
He had like 5% ownership likely in that whole thing. Why would he sell his shares of that company after giving 8 years of his life and then retiring to become the coach of the team? Why would he leave after that? After 1 year?
Yeah, there's some
He had a shitty roster.
for sure.
He had a shitty roster. Did pretty well.
Yeah.
They had the opportunity this year to actually buy a decent roster. TSM offered a competitive rate.
Mm-hmm.
This is absolutely confirmed that he offered a competitive rate to Bjergsen and matched. They said that they didn't say this, but they said basically that they met or exceeded any of the offers that he received, and he just left.
Yeah.
Why when you're somebody's throwing that much money at you to play in the mid lane for them? Why?
Yeah.
Right? Could we have gotten Bjergsen and Reckless and had a crazy TSM year? One of the things that I'm realizing is I'm not really associated. I'm not attached to the TSM team.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not here for them.
It's individual
I'm
people.
here for Bjergsen and I'm here for Double Lift. And now that neither of them are there, I like Spica. I follow him on Twitter, but I don't like him enough to draw me to the TSM games. I'm you look at Team Liquid and the way that they treat their people, not just their players, but their staff, and they go out of the way to take care of people. Screw TSM, dude. We're done here, to be honest.
Don't need to be a fan.
I don't want any of it at all at any given point of the day.
Yep.
So
Completely agree.
we're gonna go straight down and get some TL jerseys this year, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
That is what it is.
TL or C9. Those are my contenders now.
Both.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mind C9. A Jack. So here's the thing. Here's my problem with C9 right
Jack
now.
Etienne.
Jack Etienne came out defending Andy.
Yeah, he did.
So that makes me not want a C9 jersey,
Yeah, that's fair.
right? Other than that, I like C9.
Yep.
As long as Steve doesn't put him in himself any further into the shitstorm that Andy has,
Yep.
then I can still be a C9 fan. But don't enable shitty people.
Yep.
Right? Don't enable abusers. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't excuse his position. That's not how things work.
No.
Right? Especially it's different. And forgive me for make mentioning of this, but if you live, work, and play in an ecosystem where people are more aggressive, like some of the other teams, like the teams in the East, they have really hardcore atmospheres.
Yes.
Where people are naturally more aggressive, but nobody's abusive.
No.
And that's the main difference that we're looking at here between the two of them. So I'm just kind of done with it.
Yeah, that's really fair.
I mean, it's hard to he has to he'll be fine, but I don't need to pull support. What's it going to do? 3 guys sitting around a table. You probably don't even follow them on Twitter. But 2 guys sitting around a table, what's he going to do if we don't follow him? Nothing. But
absolutely nothing.
why shouldn't we have principles?
Yeah,
why should I
exactly.
have principles?
Oh, yeah.
That's my choice.
It's the prerogative, right?
Yeah. But man, Super Team TL,
Super Team TL is coming out this year.
medium high team C9. Everybody else kind of sucks.
Yeah, 100 Thieves
Jensen's
will
not
probably be
playing.
okay. I know
That's
nobody's picked him up.
really sad.
Free
man.
agent.
I can't even believe it.
Probably just gonna go full time stream. To be honest,
I'll watch.
prob-
I'll sub him. I'll sub him.
Him
for
and
a
Sneaky
year.
are probably just gonna become co-streamers together.
I would love to see Sneaky double lift Jensen.
Oh my god!
That'd
Well,
be
they
great.
when Double Lift does is the watching the LCS games. He'll usually have other people on.
Sneaky and Medios, and it's a banger for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see
Yeah.
Jensen because they've all played together on different teams.
For sure. What where do we go for Kofe?
We went to Uncommon Grounds,
Oh, yep.
which is not a chain.
It's not a chain. I've been trolling Drake for the last 10
Since
weeks.
we started,
10,
basically.
15 weeks. Just being Uncommon Grounds has a second location, therefore it's a chain, and that disqualifies it. No, it doesn't. I officially apologize. I've been
That's
trolling.
okay.
I've been trolling you for 10 to 15 weeks.
Don't even
Deliberately, full
Oh, no, that's
full
fair.
deliberation. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been trolling you on purpose for sure. But
okay.
that being said, it is not a chain, and we went there today.
You did, yeah.
What'd you get? This is a surprise.
Guess what I got, everybody? Can you figure it out?
It is a
The puppuccino.
yeah. You got the cappuccino.
Yeah.
I got an Americano as per the usual as well. And Colton, I
I
actually don't know what you got, so I'm truly asking.
I smoke a white.
Nice, a nice white.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah. Should we get right into it?
I think we should. It's
Wait.
been
Perfect.
a long time.
Remember when I said I had a story to tell you guys, but I would save it for the podcast?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the dunking story.
Okay.
Yesterday, I'm going to make it super quick and
Okay.
skip all the
Just go for it.
information.
Uh-huh.
My friend Catherine wanted to pick up a table in Dartmouth, like a table and chair set,
Uh-huh.
and I agreed to help. And the plan was, she was like, I'm going to rent a U-Haul and go pick it up with the truck, bring it to my place, we'll take it up, and then we'll take the U-Haul back. Truck wasn't big enough to get the table on, so she had to rent a van. I go to her place and pick her up, and I'm like, I'll drive us out to the U-Haul place. And she's like, cool. We get out there. She's like, I've never driven a van before. And I'm like, I'll drive. But like, I've never really driven a big vehicle through the city either.
Right.
And it's like rush hour traffic time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going from Bears Lake straight through the center of the city, across the bridge, straight through the center of Dartmouth, and 30 minutes past Dartmouth.
Gross.
And she didn't inform me of this. So I go there at like 5 o'clock, and I ended up back here at like 9:45 after going and picking
my
up this
gosh.
table and like taking it apart so that it fit in the van and then putting it
Brutal.
back together when we got it back and all that stuff. So that was the whole experience, but I did find out that I can drive a massive cargo van through the city without any problems, which is
Look at you go.
I'm impressed with myself for that one. It was pretty good because like those vans are really hard to like shoulder check properly. Like you only have your mirrors to use because there's just no vision because everything's like caged in the back for transportation and stuff. So it was an interesting situation. It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
That's the whole story.
That's the whole story.
It's a lot more eventful if you're in the situation.
Oh, of course.
Faux show.
Oh, and the people that we got the table from had like a mansion, so it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Dope.
So, Americano.
Yep. Do we want to give a quick run through of how we do this again for people who may be joining for the first time, and just a refresher for our listeners on how we rate things?
Do you want me to?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we provide a 3-point rating system. First is overall flavor and experience of the beverage. The second, we summon a vibe check to tell you about the ecosystem inside of the cafe that we choose to attend. Both of those are scored on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. We then also, you can technically 0 as well.
Yes.
You can also, we then go into our third point, which is worth. And this is a little more subjective, but we flip the scale. So 1 is good, 10 is bad. And it's basically like the dollar signs you would see on a menu if you were, on Yelp or something like that, trying to find a spot to eat. More dollar signs you see, obviously the more pricey it is. So what we try and do is say, okay, listen, based on what we've experienced as drinks and the price point that we spent our money on today and the volume and, how difficult it was to get it, like, was it worth the amount of money that we pay? And we sort of attribute that into that dollar sign scale. More dollar signs, more expensive. That's the way that we look at this. Less dollar signs, less expensive, therefore more worth. Right.
Yep.
So that's where we're kind of coming from when we hit that 3-point system.
Awesome. Hit us up with that Americano.
The Americano. Look, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't lie. We're not here to lie.
Not that good.
Fair enough.
Not that good. So when I take a sip, like, it's like optimal drinking temperature. It's kind of sour a bit and like a little more acrid than I would have assumed. And like I mistook it the first couple of sips for like a chlorine kind of taste, but I think it's less chlorine and just more over extraction from the bean. So I'm gonna give it, like, it's good and it's warm and it's chocolatey, and it's got a good like sort of a cloudy mouthfeel. Like I've talked about this before, right? Like it doesn't feel like you're drinking milk, but it also doesn't feel like you're drinking water. So I mean, like it's okay, but just based off of the concept of an Americano is fairly straightforward. This is a triple, and then the balance is just filled up with boiling hot water. It's just so triple espresso, boiling hot water. Like there's nowhere for the espresso to hide in this drink. So I honestly like it's just pretty. I'm gonna give it a 6.
6.
It's a pretty low score. Sorry, not sorry. Like a 6 isn't a bad score, but it's just not like wowing me. I've had better Americano.
Yeah, fair enough. That's totally understandable.
Yeah, contents may be hot right on the side. Not really. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna flip flop, just because it really is just not that good.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Tell me about the white mocha.
It was good.
Why'd you move so slowly towards the
I don't know. Leave me alone. I'm so tired right now. I'm literally sitting here nodding off. So
Tell me about your white mocha.
it was really good.
Okay. Perfect. We got you up to 1 descriptor word last season. I'd like to try for 2. It's season 2, 2 descriptor words. Tell
What
me.
was my descriptor word last season?
Oh God, we'd have to go back into the archives and look. But it was like it was a moment in episode 10 or something like that where you were like, "It's blah," and I was like, "Oh."
He's using our terms.
It was
Tell me about it.
Like
Two descriptor words.
it was a good balance of sweet and like
Okay.
coffee
Balance.
which is
Okay.
good because typically you just when I say something's good, it's sweet, but this was like a happy balance.
Okay.
Would you say it was more complex?
No.
Damn it.
I didn't like. It must have had like. Can you explain to me what the difference is between a regular and a white one? Is there more milk? What is it?
I'm assuming it's the difference that you got white hot chocolate instead of.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's
Just different hot chocolate?
So okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when you think about like, have you ever had a white hot chocolate from Timmy's?
Yes.
Okay. So you know the difference between normal and white hot chocolate.
Not much.
White. It's not that it's different, but it's much sweeter, right? And it's you know when you get like a Hershey's cookies and cream bar, right? Like it's got more of a Hershey's cookies and cream bar flavor than it does a just straight up dark chocolate flavor or milk chocolate flavor.
The only issue I had with this was that it just took forever to get cold. Oh, but I will note that they use plastic straws still, which is
Hell yeah.
not good for the environment, but fantastic for me. So
Debatable.
I'm giving it an 8.5.
An 8.5.
Yeah,
That's pretty
It's a
good.
good start to the second season.
Good
for
start to
sure.
the second.
It reminds me, honestly, of the thing that I got at the Wired Monk.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
Your Galaxy milkshake.
yeah. I'll try to figure out 2 descriptive.
No,
words
what
for
you already descripted one. Balanced.
balanced.
Yeah.
Right? That is
What
a
else?
good word.
What else do you think is?
There's not a lot of options here. I don't know. It was just good. I don't know. There's not a lot to describe. It's milk and sweetness, and there you go.
Okay.
That's all it is.
All right. We'll come back.
take
to
it.
you.
We'll take
We'll
it.
take that. Yeah.
That's
for sure.
that's a win. That's a win.
Yeah.
I'll
Absolutely.
Think, I'll think.
We're gonna call that 1.5
I'll think. On it.
descriptor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
Tell me about your cappuccino.
Cappuccino's pretty good.
Your poo-poo-chini.
Pretty good. I've been to Uncommon Grounds quite a few times because it's near Deanne's apartment, so I tried to go there frequently. But I've been avoiding getting the cappuccino because I wanted to reserve that specifically for the podcast. So I've been getting other drinks. So I'm going into this review completely unbiased into the actual drink itself. On the grand spectrum of things, I got the double, so that's pretty cool that they offer the different sizes. Because as we've determined in season 1, very few places do.
Yep. And when they do, a lot of the time it's poorly executed.
Yep. And they go all the way up to a large, which would be a triple shot of espresso in it.
Wild.
In it.
Isn't it?
But yeah, so this one definitely is a standout among a lot of the ones that I had in season 1. Don't quite know if it was one of the best, but it it comes close. So for me, it's going to be an 8.5.
An 8.5.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. 8.5, 8.56. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I think that sounds pretty fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got good qualities. It
Yeah.
has the espresso they use, be good balance inside of the milk and the foam and all that kind of stuff. So it was just a very good drinking experience.
I can tell. I've come now to understand when you find something positive or negative, because there's a thought process that occurs when you're like, oh, is this? And I saw you make that face in the car. So I was like, okay, we're going to be okay on this one.
Yep.
But it wasn't like a jaw-dropping expression.
No.
Which means that I probably could have placed an 8.5 in my brain too on that one.
Yeah,
Just
I think
from
so
your
far we've only got the one.
vicariously, yeah.
Still nothing has come close to that. Apartment 3 did it.
Apartment 3
Nobody's done
that
it
was
yet.
a 9.5.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because I'm still reserving it for the 10.
Might get bumped up to champion status here.
It could.
After a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we need to do is we need to go back and retrace all of our steps score-wise, and then after like 2 or 3 seasons, come back and do like a showcase showdown between all of the best ranked overall drinks, like each, and see what we feel is better from each season.
I think like as our end of the year season, or season 4, I think that's a good place to do it.
Agreed completely.
Because I mean, I'm keeping track of all the scores. Like I have that spreadsheet of everything so far. I think I missed the last 2 that I need to go back and re-listen to get them, but I definitely have that ready to go.
Hell yeah.
But I think that would be a good way, because when we get into the spring season, there's less themed drinks out to be able to do an extravaganza like we were doing for fall and for winter.
Like, I mean, Easter eggy stuff.
There's
it's
not a whole lot.
Really, they don't really double down on the whole, like McDonald's does the Easter egg McFlurry.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
the Shamrock Shake,
that
that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
there's not a whole lot specialty beverage wise that comes out for like those places.
Exactly. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I think we should summon a vibe check. If you guys are
let's
okay.
do it.
Yeah. I want to yield to Cool Town first. Tell me about your vibe.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
What about the place? What about the place made you feel
cool.
good?
It's very open. Lots of windows. It was nice.
It is surprisingly open and windowy for it being completely, almost entirely underground.
Yeah. It's definitely a place where I would go there to do work, but I wouldn't go there to socialize.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that's the vibe that I got from
Why?
it. It's just like small individual tables spread out, and it looks more like a peaceful place than it looks like a socializing place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you notice when you come down the steps on the right-hand side, there were like some
Yeah.
big like couches and stuff like that?
Yeah, and I get that.
And it's like kind of segregated, I think, to help and like there are a couple of like dividers and things like that to help the noise stay into that end of the place. I wonder how that ends up working out.
It seems like a pretty stereotypical like city coffee shop in my world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it like a 7 for a vibe check.
Sure.
Because like it was good, it was nice, but like I say, I just wouldn't hang out down there very much.
There was a characteristic of your experience today that you said might automatically bring up your vibe check score.
Oh, they played. Well, it might have been radio, but it might have been someone's playlist. Backstreet Boys came on while we were standing in the shop. So actually 7.5. I'm raising it up to 7.5.
There's 2 reasons why we raise our scores. Three.
Yeah, I was
Plastic straws.
Plastic straws, good ice,
and
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. If you have all 3, you get 1.5 added on, even if you get a 10 to begin with. So go hard.
Yeah, hard out. Hard in the paint, for sure. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it feels kind of weird, dude. I'm not going to lie. Particularly when you think about, like, when you go into the oncoming cards, you have to walk down this really sharp series of steps. And, like, and then then there's, like, nowhere to move. You can either stand where you're going to stand in that moment to order, or move to the right or move to the left. You know what I mean? Like there's no natural movement that isn't between the people in the lineup to get from one end of the bar to the other. That kind of shit drives me, right? Like we talked about Heart and Soul.
Oh, Tart and Soul. Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Being a weird layout. That kind of shit just makes me a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest. Could be my undiagnosed adult ADHD kicking in there, but I'm like really uncomfortable when people are like have to like. Anyway, so like, how do you socially distance? Don't think it works. So for me, like it's nice. Probably could use a little bit of a facelift. I don't feel super comfortable there either. You know what I mean? Like I don't like the thought didn't cross my mind like that I in the moment when we were there that I wanted to sit down. Right? Like there have been a couple of places where I'm like, you guys want to sit or you guys want to leave? Sometimes we popped a squat at Java Blend outside and the chairs for a minute.
Or Chester's.
Yeah, Chester's. Yeah.
That
Like
was a cool
those
place.
those felt really great and warm and you sit down. I didn't feel that same thing for Uncommon Grounds. No
Where
offense.
was that place downtown that we stopped in for a little bit there?
We sat out the back.
Daily Grind.
Was it Daily Grind or
Yeah.
was it Bliss?
We sat down at Blitz and Daily Grind.
It was the one that was all white on the inside, and we had the little espresso cup.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
yeah.
Bliss.
That's Bliss. Yeah.
That was my favorite one so far.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you're
I'm
into
just
the modern.
calling it back
No,
because
that's super
like,
fair. Yeah, context is
this
important.
place was like the exact same except
Go back to
completely
season 1.
different.
Check out our Bliss episode. Ooh, it was a spicy one.
It's a shame I have
pretty
such
good.
bad coffee.
Yeah, too bad.
They were horrendous.
It was horrendous.
It's not good.
It was horrendous.
But
Not
go
a
there
good
and
time.
hang out and just stare at them while you drink a different coffee.
Yeah. Weirdo. Here's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 6.
6.
I'm gonna go 6. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm tired of being sympathetic for my own experience. I'm not sorry. 6.
Yeah, no, don't be sorry.
I'm sorry.
I enjoyed that place.
Sorry for his 6.
I definitely, to bounce off of your thing about it being like a quieter spot,
Yeah.
we walked into the building and were immediately the loudest people in there.
Indeed.
Like 1,000,000% on the steps, 100%. Walked into the building, we were the loudest things
I
there.
also almost wiped out immediately on the stairs. Like I would have died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would have been fun.
You would have died with me.
You would have
'Cause
pushed
you were
me.
in front of me.
Yeah. Oh, is that what happened? I thought you were just pushing me
I
as a
literally
joke.
I went to
Oh.
step and I missed the step completely and like my heel caught it and I was like, I'm going.
See, I thought that you
Dangerous.
were just trying to push
No,
me as a
you
joke
were my
because I was standing near the edge of the step.
Nah, you were my stabilizer.
Oh, that could have been really bad if I hadn't been paying attention.
Oh, yeah,
'cause-
I was sacrificing you completely.
Man, that lady in front of me would have been gone too.
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna watch from my step that I was standing on because I pushed myself back too.
Anyways,
What did you think?
I think it's a neat spot. I like the on the right side they have the like it almost feels like the I don't even know how to describe it. Like I imagine New York City like tinted out windows.
Yeah.
And I like that look of things.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, I go there a lot out of convenience.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm never staying. I've never once thought about staying in that place. One, because it's too chill for me.
It's too overly work hippie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I've never gone there and not seen at least 6+ people with laptops out.
Yeah.
Just going away at
Just
whatever
crash.
they're doing. Yeah.
Crushing it.
Yeah. And I would feel terrible if I sat down because I would not be one of those people.
Yeah. Not a big place I want to spend a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the vibe checks for me is just I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I disagree with you. Maybe I do disagree with you, but a little unfavorable from that perspective.
no,
You know
that's
what I mean?
fine.
Like a little less. I think a little less of them.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah, checks out. I mean, my worth it's going to be pretty brutal.
That's
Not
totally
good. Not
fair.
good cappuccino.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Americano. Not a great. So here's the thing. Like it was a good size. Like that's pretty close to a venti from Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Not quite as much as a grande. I would say probably a little bit more than a grande, a little bit less than a venti. Somewhere in that ballpark. Like this looks more grande size. You know
Yes.
what I mean? So it's a large beverage. It's a triple. It was $4.
I don't know what I have no idea what you've paid for a lot of them.
Majority
if I'm
of them,
honest.
Majority large Americanos are in the $3 to $3.25 range. Some are a
Gotcha.
little bit less because it's just literally espresso and water.
Right.
So I'm just gonna say,
Do it to him. Hit him with the chair, Matt.
it's a 7. It's just not
Oh.
worth it. It's high.
I was expecting actually higher than that, to be honest.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be really expensive to get an 8, 9, 10. Hey guys, why was 6 afraid of 7?
Hit me with it.
7, 8, 9.
Oh my god.
Oh. When I found out, I was pretty upset.
That's terrifying.
You guys, sidebar, do you guys watch College Humor?
Yes.
Do you know who Brennan Lee Mulligan is?
Yes.
Have you seen his sketch with 5 confronting 6 or 6
Oh,
confronting 7,
yeah,
7,
yeah.
8, 9?
Yeah.
So funny. Check that out, man. It's on YouTube. Brennan Lee Mulligan's 7, 8, 9. So funny. He's like approaching him at a cocktail party. And he's like, "Hey, man." So funny. But yeah, no, 100p. I'm gonna give him a 7.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's expensive in my mind for not that much more beverage, arguably at all. You know, not that good. 7.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I would not order another one.
Yeah. You want me to go? Here's the thing. Don't remember what I paid for it. I know the single shot was $4.25. The triple shot was either $4.75 or $5, which means that this was
I
either
think it was $5.
$4.50 or
$5.
$4.75.
Yeah.
So this one might have been $4.75, which is fine. For a double shot, that's on the higher end.
That's
but
pretty high, though, isn't it?
well, when some places are charging $4.50 for a cup that's that big,
Yeah, fair.
it's definitely one of the better price points.
There's
I've
a lot of
experienced.
variation in your
Yeah,
beverage
it's
of choice,
wild.
for sure.
There seems to be no standard thought process for cappuccinos in Halifax,
No. Freak.
which is great.
Yeah, gruesome.
It's made it an interesting task for me, but like overall, like it was a good cappuccino for me. The price point is more or less reasonable for what I've paid for some of them. So I think I'm just gonna go right down the middle and give it a 5.
A 5er?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty fair.
That's fair, yeah. I'm mine was $5.25, which I'm kind of just gonna rush through it because I think my statement is pretty much the same as Drake's.
Yeah.
In the sense that $5.25 is like about standard price for one of these. Like I find they range anywhere from $4.50 to $5.50, and this was a large, so it was pretty
Brutal, yeah.
reasonable. Reasonable in my opinion, and it was good. You know what I mean? Like I gave it an 8 or whatever. So I'm gonna go a 4.
Nice.
Just a 4.
Okay.
Just because average price rate above average taste. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So worth a little bit more to me.
Sure.
So 4.
This might be the first time that Colton's worth it has been lower than both of ours.
Right. Interesting.
Ever.
That's analytics. right
Yeah.
there. That's analytics. When we get more than like one fan, then somebody will.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey,
Hi,
Lisa.
Mom.
By the way, shout out Lisa. Hey.
She's been asking about when we were going to record.
Oh,
We're so
Lisa,
sorry,
thank
Lisa.
you. Thank you for watching. So that being said, let's finish this up here, guys.
Sure thing.
Pretty reasonable. I would
Yeah.
like everyone to know that for our season 2, my wife keeps calling, and Larissa, stop calling, even though you won't hear this until next week. Here's the reality of the circumstance. We're back. We're back, and for the first episode, I just wanted to quickly acknowledge our sock check here.
We are wearing the same socks.
We are
We are
wearing the same
absolutely wearing the same socks.
100p same
Yours
socks.
has like a spaghetti stain on it or something.
It's mud from the disc golf
Mud?
course.
Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
I washed these socks like twice.
It
so
looks
they
a
won't
little
come
red
out.
tinty.
Yeah, 100p. We want to say thanks for watching, guys. Follow us on our Instagram.
Yeah.
At Ice and Bean Pod. On Twitter, at Ice and Bean Pod.
Yeah.
Check us out on YouTube. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do the whole 9 yards. We have some new stuff happening. So at the time of this release, we are going live on Spotify, as well as Apple Music. For those of you who are complaining, saying, Matt, this is a savage moment, but you're not on Spotify, so I can't listen comfortably. Okay, we heard you. We're listening. and we're making that change. So look for us on Spotify, look for us on Apple Music. You'll see us live with video, which is fantastic. You're seeing us live with video on YouTube. That's our shtick, guys. Anything else you guys want to say?
No, I think you've got it all.
All right, perfect. Well, thanks so much again for watching.
Bye,
we'll catch you on the
guys.
flip side.
Bye.
Goodbye.